Hello everybody and welcome to a spotlight on Quest of Dungeons, a new series I'm doing a spotlight on, mainly focusing on indie games probably, but all kinds of games, just playing a little bit of it and telling you what it is, what I think of it and where to get it. This is on Steam for €5 and let's see if it's worth it. I have played a little bit. It is some kind of roguelite game with RPG elements, so it's a randomly generated RPG dungeon, pretty much, which is turn-based, but you'll see. You've got a warrior, a wizard, an assassin, and a shaman. Let's just start with the warrior. I'll probably die before the end of the video. And there's multiple modes, there's also a story, but honestly, do you really care about the story? So, you walk around on these grids and everything moves as you move, so in that sense it is very much turn-based. And really you just kind of do things like you would in a traditional RPGs. You hit your enemy hits you, you hit your enemy hits you. That's pretty much all there is to it. As far as I can tell, there's not too much by the way of secrets. The things you might not immediately notice, at least I didn't, is at the very top of the screen there is a orange bar which indicates your experience for your character, that is. That gets reset every time you die. I don't think there is any like overarching progression system, which most roguelites usually do have that for good reason, because otherwise it gets boring real quickly. So I imagine it's only a couple of hours of fun. And even though I've already found the stairs downwards, it might not be a very good idea to go down immediately, because there might be some kind of like chests or something on this floor, which I of course want to find, and leveling up a little bit doesn't hurt either. As I was talking about, the bar on the top is the experience, but the top left also has a little red bar, which, yes, that is health the moment you see it, but it is really not easy to spot if you just look at the screen, which is kind of all over the place, to be honest. I mean, once you get used to it, it's alright, but it's not the best UI in the universe by any means. It's actually rather bad. You can press Y, you can also play it with keyboard, but for two reasons. One is sound with microphone, and this just doesn't play well with keyboard and mouse in my opinion. But yeah, Y opens your inventory, your potions, your food, and then your precious items which you can sell. We'll probably run into a store sooner or later. The skills you at the moment possess, which every class starts with one specific skill and can then, using books, get more, and quests which we'll run into shortly, hopefully. So that is pretty much the UI, and then if you press right bumper, you can cycle through your skills that way. You've got a normal attack, and then you've got a skill on B, and also I just found another weapon, I think. Shiny Sigil Sword Ruler. Let's just equip it, it seems more powerful, and that means I'm going to be dealing more damage starting now. Let's test that out. Actually, not too much. So I've got also got a B skill down there, which is usual for the knight, I think, is Berserk, which just makes you deal, I don't know if it's a set amount like 2 or 3 more damage, or if it's 30%, but it's somewhere around there. These things give you quests when you run into them. And then I go to Y, quest journal, kill somebody, but he may not look like he's very strong, but he is very strong. He's pretty much the boss, I guess, of this this floor. I've done about 2 or 3 runs, started about 2 or 3 runs of this game before starting this video. So I don't know very much about it, I'm gonna be honest. But I want to give you my first impression, so just doing a little bit of playing to see if it's worth doing a video on, and then doing the video. So I don't know how the end of this game looked like. As a matter of fact, I haven't gone past floor 3. Don't know how many floors there are. So maybe there is an overarching progression system when you beat the entire game. You unlock some stuff. just like in The Binding of Isaac and really most roguelites, Steam reviews don't particularly point me in that belief system, to be honest, but it's worth a try, I guess, if you can actually beat a game. I'm speeding through it way too quickly now. I'm probably gonna die on the... Well, I'm guessing I'll get to floor 4. That's lucky. It has a little bit more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon vibes, maybe, with stairs up and down. And there's more than one stairs up and down for every floor, I do believe, as far as I can tell. So I use Berserk. I think I might die here. Yes. I definitely died. Worst episode ever? I don't think so. Let's go with the Assassin. Do another run. Check out some gameplay. So the Assassin, I have played as well. Those are the only 2 characters I've played as so far. Feels really overpowered because I can do this. Nothing will ever reach me. I assume that my defense and probably HP as a result of this are way lower as well. But nothing is ever going to touch me, so it doesn't really matter. Also, that quest. Okay, so if you're not paying attention, things will get to you. But still, that didn't really hurt me in any way, shape or form. Also, the things you step on, you don't automatically pick up. You need to step on them, press X, and that takes a turn to do. It might not seem like it's turn-based from watching this footage, but really, it's just a really fast-paced, turn-based game. I mean, you can think about literally every single step you take and the game won't progress because it only moves when you move. A little bit like... I guess that's the argument for Superhots, isn't it? Why it should be a turn-based game. Considered a turn-based game by some people. And honestly, let's not get into that right now. We're not talking about Superhots, we're talking about this game. So... yeah, it is a turn-based game. The world only moves when you move, even though it does feel like just a top-down dungeon crawler style game. Need a rusted key and a gem key to get into that. I haven't run into needing keys yet. I have found a lot of keys. I think that's a new bow. Yes, it is. Equip that shit. Actually, that wasn't the bow. Oh, I dropped it. Never mind. Wrong button. Equip. Yes. Let's see. This probably is just going to... Also, if you just walk... That was a mistake, by the way, taking a potion. If you just walk into an enemy, literally, if you want to walk into the space they exist in, you automatically attack. Which is good. If you don't see an enemy coming, you at least get a free hit on them. As a warrior type character, like the knight, a physical attacker, maybe the shaman to some extent, because it says he's a mixed class. That seems really useful. But honestly, you don't ever want to use that as a ranged character, which is the assassin and I think the wizard. I mean, I assume the wizard is ranged. What kind of key is this? Is this a square key? It's not a gem key, nor a rusted key, so can't really use it at all yet. As you can see, I hit everything twice and it dies. New quest added to the journal, let's see. Northwest and south positions. Let's just actually explore this floor a little bit more, because I can see 2 bosses being here and there's a lot of experience and questing to do, so let's just explore this very floor a little bit more and see what ends up happening. If you guys like this game, by the way, I might actually just play it a little bit more. I'm gonna try maybe live streaming a little bit. Oh, shit. I'm dead. So maybe these kind of games are good for live stream. Let's try the wizard then. Haven't played as the wizard yet. I don't have my internet is good enough to live stream, so I'm going to like try a private stream, which is in public for like play just for like an hour, and see how many frames, if any, I drop. Okay, so I can use physical attacks, but also magical attacks, which deal a lot of damage, but also take MP. Makes sense. Let's just try and speed through this time, because I haven't gotten any quests yet. I think the thing to the top right here is a trap, which means a lot of monsters are gonna spawn. Let's actually just try. I died. Let's go another... No, not assassin. Let's go another wizard, because that didn't take long at all. Probably shouldn't have gone to floor 2 right away. Maybe that was a bad idea. Also, you don't pick everything up. I say also every other fucking sentence, by the way, I'm aware. You don't pick everything in a stack up when you try to pick up items laying on the ground, which means that you might pick something up, move over, see that there's more, and move back, which... just like that. Usually, probably isn't a problem, right? But if you're in a room... Oh, here, books. With monsters, could be a bad thing. So this teaches me a skill called Burn. So let's just use it, and... let's see. I've got Flame, which is a mana cost of... I think that has 5? And then mana cost is 18 and has 10 cooldown, but you see it has a area of effect. And this is just a single target. These things just teleport you to another place, another teleporter on the floor you're on at the moment. It actually seems like the wizards... maybe I just got a really rare upgrade, but if that is not a rare upgrade and that's how the wizard works with more area of effect type spells... he seems really potentially powerful. Let's move on to the next floor. I feel powerful enough. I think, honestly, you should just pick shit up as you walk over it. Maybe there's a maximum thing, maximum to the things you can hold. Like, if this entire page fills up, you probably can't hold anymore. I understand that, I really do. But I haven't run into it myself yet, and I've played this game for like an hour now. And I don't think a game... well, I don't want to say a game of $5 isn't going to be worth more than a couple of hours of fun. But I'm not expecting it. That being said, I'm actually enjoying this game quite a lot for the roughly hour I played so far. Especially now that I'm playing as the mage, because that's my favorite class so far. I mean, I'm gonna get into mana problems sooner or later. Also, this is a shop. You can buy all the things on screen here. Such as this, the shield. Don't nearly have enough money for that, but you can also, right bumper, go to your inventory and sell stuff. And that's the only purpose these rocks have, is selling. And all of this is actually kind of... I'm gonna stick with the key, because it's probably gonna be useful. Not enough mana. Yeah, you see, I'm running out of mana, and that's gonna be annoying. To me. Do I have any items that restore mana? Mana tube. There you go. Drink. Full mana. Okay, maybe this game is a little on the easy side. Every time you see a roguelite or roguelike game, I pressed the wrong button. So I didn't sell anything. Alright, can I now buy something interesting? I can't. As you can see, the things you sell, he gets into his shop, so you can buy them back if you want, for about double the price. So, wouldn't recommend that, to be honest. Let's see if I can get to use my AoE attack here soon. Doesn't look like it. There's gonna be some point where I have to use it because there's so many things around me. That moment is not now, clearly. That goes up. It'd be really interesting if I now have to go up. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. If I now have to go up to get to a place where I can go down twice to get to the next floor. Can't see that being the actual case, but that would be kind of neat. Gonna be honest. What are my quests like again? Do I have any quests? I don't. I died. That's true. That triggered a trap. No, I don't. I think, honestly, just basic gameplay design. That's probably gonna be able to either trigger a trap or progress to the next floor. Or give you some kind of benefits. Like a buff of some sort. That's how it feels to me, at least. Let's actually... I honestly wanted to use the flame burn thing. What is this? It's another... Yes, it's another staff. That's good. Let's use a potion and let's... Fuck. Do I just go to the next floor? Let's go to the next floor and hope... Yes, I've got time to use a mana potion here. Things here are so fucking resilient, it's not funny, but they give you a lot of experience as well. I mean, that's the classic RPG formula, right? Things are gonna be very, very powerful compared to what you're used to, but... actually, let's go back up and grind up a little bit here. You see, that little level just gave me a lot of headway in this floor, so now going back here, I'm a lot more powerful. Still have to use 3 spells to kill most things, but hey, I feel like I'm getting a hang of this. And now that I've got a quest, we can look at it. Find a magic pendant, right? Searching in the northwest position of floor 3. So that's northwest. So we need to go west. Because I feel like I'm already rather on the north side of the map. Because I also need the experience. Ooh, what's that? It's a purple potion. Is that health and mana combined? Huh, it's a regeneration potion. That's interesting. Wait a second, this requires keys? Oh. Oh! Oh! Me like this. So, let's check out what we got here. We got some new armor, it looked like, so let's equip that. A shield. Magic elixir, and nothing too interesting other than that. But our defense went up a lot, I think, so... Let's try to finish this quest though, finding the magic pendant. So that's what those keys are for. Pick up the keys and don't sell them. They give you good items. I really do. I must imagine that these gemstones also give you a lot of money. And I can two-shot things on this floor now, so... Probably after finding the pendant it's a good... There we go. It's a lot of gold and a good amount of experience, so... I think we want to go back to the room we came from and go to the next floor soon. It's yet another spell. Or is it the same one? Thunder. Don't know Thunder yet. What does Thunder do? A powerful thunder that can cause serious damage. So it's just a more powerful spell. I think Flame is powerful enough for the time being, to be honest. Let's see. Skill, oh, you can only use that once and it has a cooldown, of course. Using the wrong one, need to use. Pay attention to your HP. You're not dying quickly, that's good. Because it felt like I was gonna die there. Maybe go back into the portal? Where am I? Let's see, going left and then down. I think it's not too far, so let's just walk and get some extra experience on the way. It's a little bit of a risk, but hey, there you go, it's a shop. Nothing I particularly need, to be honest. This could be useful, but it's way too fucking expensive. Yeah, nothing I need here. I think those circles actually give you a buff. I've got 100 turns, so that means I can either walk on a turn or attack on a turn of more luck. So I guess that means I'm gonna get better drops now for 100 turns, which is pretty good, to be honest. I'm strong enough that my normal attack is starting to be viable on this floor at least, so I really do think it is about time to move on. But I think I just got a better shield as well. It looks a lot stronger. It is not stronger. Never mind me. Looks aren't everything, as it seems. So when we get to the next floor, before getting in there, use a mana potion. Actually, you can just regenerate by walking around, it seems. Oh, that is so much stronger. I think again, like 1 or 2 levels and I became a lot stronger off of that. So maybe I even want to start using the thunder spell. I don't know. Maybe let's just try it actually. Let's start trying it. I can only use it a number of times. Can I only use it 17 times? Oh, it has a cooldown as well, that's it. But I stole something. That's cool. I have no idea how this game works. Okay, so this is taking more mana than I was expecting, to be honest. Let's not walk onto that moon, because I feel like that's going to trigger a trap. So let's walk onto that half moon. It triggered a trap. Fucking knew it. He died very easily though, which kind of scares me in a way. We also still need to try out the shaman, so I thought that might like damage me or something. So we need to die soon because I really want to need a gem key. Damn it! At least it gave me a new hat and I think a new staff. More melee power and more general power and more HP. It's a really good equip. That being said, even more power. Not bad idea either. I'm gonna stick with this layout I have now. I think I just became a fair bit more powerful. I mean, we'll find out when we find enemies, I suppose. Which, apparently, we never will ever again. Holy shit, so many empty rooms. What's up with all the empty rooms? But I honestly think you guys have got a pretty good impression of what this game is in the past 25 or so minutes. A little under half an hour, so we're having fun. So yeah, you can pick it up on Steam. Link is down below in the description if you want to pick it up. It's €5. I don't know the equivalent in other territories of the world. but I imagine it's also $5. And maybe in some like European countries it's a little bit more, a little bit less. I honestly don't know because why should I? I mean, it cost me €5, so expect it somewhere around that price range, I'd say. It's another quest. This is too much fun to stop, that's the fucking problem. It's another boss kill. Those are kind of tough. Oh! I think we're about to get into a new floor. So... I'm gonna drink this one because I need to kill things quickly. Next floor. Let's see what ends up happening here. Haven't fought any bosses yet, I want to point out. Okay, now this is just ridiculous. Let's burn. Thunder. No, I want to thunder. And then flame. Don't flame, don't flame, don't flame. Drink a potion. I'm using the wrong... I just want to use flame. Do I... Oh, okay, so the UI is a little bit confusing. Gonna be honest there. This game is far from perfect, by any means. But I think it's fun enough. Also, you can spam if you know you're not gonna die, apparently. Discovered a new floor. Seems like I have. I thought I was standing on the stairs down, but of course those are other stairs up. Things are starting to get more difficult, especially since I just skipped a floor. Of course, things are going to be significantly more powerful. But as I said before, also going to give me significantly more experience, but need a gem key. I need a lot more gem keys, dude. I don't know what's up there, but I want it. What are those? Square gem? It's just worth money, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna die here now. I survived that. I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna run. Okay, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Well, that was fun. That leaves us with a little bit of time. Actually, no time at all. But I'm going to use the shaman just to give you a little bit of a quick impression of how he plays. And then you can go get this game for yourself. He also has HP and MP, but I feel like he... I need a square key already, wow. I feel like he has more HP than the mage. Might not be the case. He definitely deals a little bit more damage. And he has a place to hold a sword, if you want him to, rather than a... Okay, so I guess you can really go either way with this character. You can either... Yes. How does this even work? You can either go physical or magical, I presume? No, you can't. Never mind. I'm also dealing more damage with a stick than with a sword, which is kind of funny. I guess you know how to poke your wand, but not how to swing a sword. Makes sense. To a certain extent. Also, running away from things isn't too difficult. Since it's all grid based. Seems rather easy to run away from everything in sight. That being said, I just died with the shaman. So it seems like maybe the mage, maybe the assassin is the most powerful. Depending on your point of view. And I think the other two are just legitimately less powerful. Maybe that's just limited experience though. So again, thank you so much for watching this first edition of A Spotlight on Quest of Dungeons. Until the next time, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you liked this game and if you want to play it yourself, and if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Until the next time, bye.